Hey guys, like just Swagger here. I want to tell you something really important. We are doing 2 fields and 1 field for this field today because we got the Super Mario teaser trailer tomorrow that we are going to watch. And I will let you all know this. It better be good. So anyway, since we are where we at to the Warfare 2022 trailer, that was the 4th time in New York that everybody's getting upset about and blah blah blah, you know. We are going to watch 2 videos about this, and that is SMG4 the COURT Theory and another no fear that was out yesterday. So first up, we're going to watch the COURT Theory. Now, I pretty much sure hopefully nothing gets bad on it, because after when I saw the description, it would change everything again like last year. I just hope, like, man, I'm getting really tired of those kind of things like that. You know how I am with those changes. But we're going to wait until Warfare and see how it goes. Well guys, if you are ready, subscribe to SMG4 link in the comment section down below. As always, are you all ready? Let's watch his theory first and then we get to know Noah's theory next.
With War of the Fat Italians 2022 officially announced to be a part of the lawsuit arc, I have a couple of theories brewing inside of my head. So, let's talk about them. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Oh boy.
First, wow, I gotta say, we were right for a lot of stuff, but for all the wrong reasons. For one, in my previous video, all 3 of my theories regarding why SMG4 didn't fall were right in some capacity.
Yeah.
And actually, I was also right about Phoenix Wright not falling.
He always
Although,
so lucky.
I don't necessarily agree with Phoenix Wright not being impacted by the DMCA, as the DMCA was targeted at all non-Nintendo IP. And here we have people like Crash Bandicoot completely fine, and people like the old man not fine.
Yeah.
To me, this just seems bad writing, but to provide some form of reasoning, I believe that the reason some non-Nintendo IP fell and some non-Nintendo IP didn't was because Lawyer Kong could manually pick and choose who would fall. And I do have some evidence that could back this claim up. But first, let's talk about what the real-life scene meant in this episode.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Luke after what happened, so...
Some people may be confused as to what this scene actually means, as without looking deeper into it, you could suggest that this does counteract previously established lore of cosmology. As at first glance, it appears that the real-life Luke and the in-universe SMG4 are somehow linked, and that is definitely a simplistic answer. However, I want to look at this moment in a different perspective. So in order for this explanation to work, we need to go back to my SMG4 Guardian theory. As a quick recap, in that theory I stated that the real-life Luke and Glitch Productions were the ones pulling the strings behind the scenes, and every ounce of established narrative were all controlled by them for the sake of our own entertainment,
well, yeah.
such as Destiny's Death, etc. What if we take that Guardian theory
Don't remind me of the death. It's kind of hard for me.
Wouldn't make sense. For starters, if we say that Luke was actually the one in control of the events here, that would mean that Luke willingly deleted his channel for our own entertainment, to make the lawsuit arc more dramatic and more captivating. And not only that, if Luke could control any character he desires, why couldn't he also control Lawyer Kong's actions and Miyamoto? This is why Lawyer Kong can pick and choose who falls and who doesn't to the DMCA. Because it's not him actually choosing, it's Luke and Glitch Productions choosing. They're the ones controlling Lawyer Kong and the entirety of the DMCA for our entertainment. And using this ideology, this would eliminate the plot hole of why certain non-Nintendo IP are alive when they shouldn't be, such as Phoenix Wright, and why some of them aren't, like the old man. Because Luke, the god of this universe, kept them alive for the sake of progressing the plot and to make the story more entertaining. Wow, that's literally just bad writing. And if you haven't yet, check out my Guardian theory for a more in-depth analysis.
I will let you know, y'all, because the problem that might happen, I mean, he could be wild that too. He was wild last time. I'm just thinking like, I just have a bad feeling with Lawyer Kong whenever it gets more worse with SMG4 and that. I'm not saying SMG4 is more worse. I always with SMG4 a lot. But I'm talking about like Lawyer Kong wants to destroy his channel. What do you expect? The freaking biome been changing. If you know what else, the freaking Warfare 2021 was so dark last year. If you all remember, it was so dark last year, if you guys remember. That's why. He could be right about Luke and English Productions for this, but we're gonna have to wait until Warfare 2022. We just have to wait. Now, the next field we're going to react to is No Nose and Layers field that came out yesterday night. And that is called I Am Kind of Worried About the Lawsuit arc, SMG4. You know, I feel you, man. I feel you about that arc, too. Because I have a hard time with that arc as well. Because if you all remember back in my field reactions to from this month or whatever, you guys already know what I've been going through for these arcs. Like, I have been going through every year, golden year, every motherfucking goddamn year. Yeah, I've been going through a lot. Just like I've been going through a lot this year and a half of this year. Okay. Now let's get into No Nose Layers field that came out a day ago. And good lord, man, you guys, you freaking goddamn 2021 people. God, there are so many people these days. What do you expect? Well, are you ready? Let's just see how it will go for this No Layers video. Let's get it.
So, why are you both still in this position?
Oh yeah.
I am such sad face.
And because his fat ass has
Yeah.
I have severe constipation and cannot move at all.
Wow.
Nice.
Jump Willie. Oh, he's back. Ford's back. Oh, there they go. Wait, what?
No views.
Oh, come on, with that mean, please don't.
All of us will be classified unemployed.
Let's just appease him for now,
Fine.
What are we gonna do with it?
This is a quick PSA. Stay safe online by not clicking any suspicious links, especially odd links sent by any friends of yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when SMG4 got his Twitter hacking. Well, actually, someone, not Twitter hack, but like someone hacked his Twitter account and his Discord. I remember, y'all. I didn't even make a feel about it, but I have remember about all of that.
So remember when I said that my biggest complaint about the lawsuit arc was the strange absence of some characters throughout the arc.
Yes.
After thinking about it for a bit, I kind of have another complaint. The latter half of the lawsuit arc really feels like a bit of a retread of the YouTube arc's later episodes, which is something I said I thought they wouldn't do LMAO. Think about it. The third to last episode ends with everyone dying. The penultimate episode has Mario actually being useful and outwitting the antagonist one-on-one.
Yes.
And then everyone returning. And the final episode is, at least we're pretty sure.
Yes! This is the fourth time now. Where Raw Legion was the first one that happened, but the reason why I'm saying 4 because Raw Legion was a freaking arc too.
And the arc's antagonist.
Now there are definitely big differences between these arcs, such as obviously SMG3 and Lawyer being quite different.
Since the revelation was 7 arcs and
relationships with the characters, and obviously the arc hasn't even finished yet. But I gotta say I'm getting a little worried about this arc.
Bob, you was there too, you know. You too, Jum. Chris, Wop, you guys too.
This arc is really interesting, and the execution of the stutter/tense moments has been great. It's also been good on the funny front as well, and despite most characters not doing anything really, it's cool to see virtually all the original characters. Though I wish some certain characters were not as sidelined as they have been, specifically
Bob, you was there too.
Episodes. Like, some of the main cast didn't speak a line in the 5th episode at all, which was a bit weird.
So I feel like this arc should have been longer than the 7 episodes it is shaping up to be. This way it avoids the feeling of rushing at the end that was similarly felt with the Young Dark.
Yep.
I feel the characters should not have all returned in this episode, even if their lives are still at stake, as before we see them again would make the impact of the 5th episode feel greater and make their return more satisfying and relieving. Also,
what do you expect, Chris? You was there too of it. Second of all of you are gonna be challenging with Nintendo characters. That's what's gonna happen. Remember from the past 2 walks about this? Here we go again, for the 3rd time.
Should have been with Mario and the effects on the 4 and the world of SMG4, the gang and the channel being gone should have been explored more. It also should have been better established that they were trapped at Nintendo, as that honestly was not made too clear. I think the episode should have ended with this scene, where Mario gets determined to save his friends after meeting Phoenix Wright, who I think in the previous episode they should have established better that he saw the signing of the DMCA. And also they should have properly showed how Hopkins and Bond reacted to the death scene of Mayo.
While I definitely like high stakes,
Too late now, it ain't gonna happen now.
getting the feeling that with each
I don't know what happened to Bob and Bookins, so I don't know what the heck they are. Evil Legion.
And what happens to the characters.
What is that? I don't know.
I think that the next proper arcade should be low stakes. We've had 3 high stakes arcs where the universe in its current form is at
Exactly!
stakes.
With a freaking arc! With a freaking Waffy too!
When watching the arc as episodes release, as we know with certainty that mostly everything will be fine by the end of the arc.
I'm not sure about that.
The last arc, I think that will be able to convey the same sort of tension, as a 4th arc in a row with the universe at stakes will just be too much. I think they should hold off on a similarly high stakes arc for a year or 2 at least.
I think I would want to see another arc similar to the wrap-up arc.
That would be much better if I were you.
Like with the Seiko Keizo mini arc, which I sort of wished they expanded into a full arc, to be totally honest. I also think the next arc should be more focused on a specific character as well, like the first 2 arcs in Revelations, and should feature a more grounded in reality character arc like with Bob in his arc. Personally, I would hope to see this arc be focused either on Shroomy and Wheeler or Atari, neither of which have gotten an arc so far, if you do not count the World UEG arc as being Terra's arc.
Holly was there too!
Of Shroomy and Wheeler arc, as I really just want to see an episode exploring his and Wheeler's relationship in general, which I'm sure we will get eventually. Though if they did do this, they'd need to be careful as not to give Wheeler too similar of a character arc to Bob, as Wheeler clearly doesn't care too much about his grandson Lol. And
yeah, Shroomi's grandpa is something now. Even though he's a new character, but still, he's still a side one.
Final thing about how I would do an 8th arc, I think they should try and do something they've not done before with an arc. So perhaps a more fleshed out romance plot or a sharper split in the gang that takes longer to resolve. Overall,
I'm not sure, but I don't know how that would go.
for the Smooth channel. With this current hacking situation, however, I do wonder if that would ever inspire a hacker arc, which would be darker than the YouTube arc, where SMG3 takes over the channel. I'd definitely be down to see that, but as that would likely be a high-stakes arc, I think if they ever did do that, they should save it for a while.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, since all the arcs is gonna be Waffy's arcs and blah blah blah, death candles, and changes, you know. I have to wait what happens next year. I don't know how it will go.
I'm still excited as I know it'll be a lot of fun just like the rest of them. And
Apple last year was dark.
Count on SMG4 to be, as there are few
I swear, if 2022 gets more darker for this, for the Waffy, that would be a problem.
I just think SMG4 has a problem of rushing stories at the moment.
Yes.
All 3 of the overarching stories this year have felt rushed, with the Seiko Mini arc being the worst offender in this regard.
It's really not the worst, but Cyber's been trying to get a boyfriend. Boyfriend. Not joking much.
Yeah, they should probably do a traditional Wofi next year, because some people are getting really pissy about the arc Wofi's law.
Exactly. Everyone's getting tired of it.
Use those to finish stories with, or maybe do a fake out next year, and have Wofi not be the last episode of an arc. That would be very interesting to see.
Please, please. Who knows? Please, please, I'm begging y'all. Please, it's the 4th arc we ever did with a Waffy. Please. Well,
There's not enough nutrients for the positive one. kidnap more people.
For the love of God.
Who's next?
Bring swag here.
Jeez.
Damn it!
He's gonna probably bring sweat. He's gonna bring sweat. He's going to bring sweat. I knew. I promise like it's gonna happen the next one. Well, as I want to say, I just hope the Warfare 2022 will be good. And let's just hope there doesn't get much of disappointments and no darkness and other things going to happen. And you know what I mean. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to talk about. But next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, we are going to have to wait and see. And baby, this Saturday we might get Mario Does Things. I mean, just saying, but what do you expect? What do you all expect to think? Do it so much of it? Or will we get much of more? Okay, I don't know. Well, guys, what do you all think about this? Make sure to leave your comments down below of the Cold Theory and the War in the Lost to Walk one. Since Warfare was out today, make sure to check out my reaction for it too. And make sure you all subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day or night, wherever. And I will probably see you guys tomorrow for the Mario teaser trailer. Be there. 20K subscribers. Woo!